So coming to the basic thing why we are here, anybody and everybody, especially in this quarantine, are concerned about hair, about their skin, but all but all of us are always having a lot of problems related to hair fall and hair loss. So when we start talking about hair fall, why does it occur? Let's try to educate our viewers about some basics about why does hair fall and hair loss actually occur.
So basically hair fall, before knowing the hair fall, you should know basically our scalp has around 1 lakh hairs.
Okay.
These hairs rotate in 3 cycles, which is called as, first cycle is a growing cycle, which is called, in a medical language called as anagen, which is 90% of our hair falls into this category. Then second cycle is a catagen stage or stagnant stage, where the hair follicle neither grow or nor fall down, and the hair only 1 to 2% hair remains in this category. And third category is most important, is a falling stage, or which is called as telogen stage in our medical language. So in this category, 8 to 10% of the hair remains in the telogen category. So suppose this percentage go beyond 10%, then there is a hair fall. So generally, everybody should, when you should worried about getting the hair fall, generally if it is more than 50 hair or 100 hairs per day, up to 150, in between 150, if it is more than that, most of the time, sometimes some females, if they see hairs in their house, see the hairs in their pillows, and they really become a panic, and sometimes it is unnecessary panic, but always they collect the hairs in the carry bags, and they bring or whenever they wash the hair, they get lot of hairs, they collect in the carry bags and bring to our clinics. This is last 1 month's hair, this is last 2 months hair, this is last 3 months hair. But if it is more than 50 or 100, then it is a really, you should worry about the hair loss. Till that time, you should not worry about but we'll go to the causes of the hair loss. Why this hair loss occurs? Most common cause in our whole world is pattern hair loss or hormonal hair loss, or we call as a genetic hair loss. Around 50% of the population go through this phase, which is called as male pattern baldness or female pattern baldness. As age progresses, because your parents or your grandparents, if you get bald, similarly also male get the receding hairline, which goes back and ultimately whole frontal and vertex area become the bald. This is called as male pattern baldness. But in the female, they never get bald. Why? The females get bald in the front part and vertex part, not the side and back hair remains permanent because of the developmental defect. Back hair comes from the development of mesoderm, that is along with the brain. And the front part and vertex part, it comes from the ectoderm, which is along with the skin it develops, and they have androgen receptors or testosterone receptors, and because of these hormones keep acting on these hairs, and they become thin, and ultimately root also becomes small, and they disappears. And how you get it is a gradual process. It is not 1 day, 2 day, or 1 year or 2 days. It is a very gradual process. But now, initially we used to see that androgenic alopecia at the age of 40, 45. But now, because of the stress or sedentary lifestyles or diet, because of modification of lot of diets, now we are seeing before the marriage only the people are getting the male pattern baldness. At the age of 25, 26, 28, they are becoming really bald, and they have no option but they are going for the hair transplantation. Second is the female. In the female,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. So just to you can finish the female part, sir.
Female pattern, in the females, they never get the totally bald like male. In the female, at the partition side, they initially first in the grade 1, they get the thinning of the hair at the partition side, and the partition become wider and wider. In second grade, partition become more obvious, and in third grade, whole frontal part is diffuse thinning. Why the female never get the whole baldness? Most of the females comes to us and they seeing the baldness in grade 2, they become so worried, and they tell the doctor, before me, I am becoming totally bald, please prevent me. But female never going to become a bald totally, because of they have benefit from the God. They have aromatase enzyme. Because of this enzyme, they are not going to become the bald. In the third grade, at the most, they get the thinning of the hair and diffuse hair loss all over the scalp. Not only in the front, they also get in the back also. So this is male and female.
Perfect. So just to summarize what sir has been trying to explain is in patterned hair loss, or that is androgenetic or balding, as we label it, we have male and female pattern, where in male pattern we have the typical area where we have the crown loss and the entire zone becoming empty, wherein in females it is more of thinning and scalp visibility, but there will always be hair on the scalp. So unlike a male which can go bald, like most of our villains in Bollywood, a female never goes bald, but there is visibility of the scalp, and God has given some female quota advantages to the female here as well. So that is good. As far as sir, coming about hair fall, this is what you're talking about is hair loss.
Second,
Talking
I'm
al-
coming to the
Yes, sir.
second cause of the hair loss. After the
Yes,
male
sir.
pattern baldness, second most commonest cause is alopecia areata. We call it as alopecia areata, where initially start with the coin set patches in the hair loss, and it gradually becomes 2, 3, 4, 5, and still the patient never take care of it or don't take seriously. Then whole scalp hair all on the whole scalp get lost, and we call it as alopecia totalis. And sometimes the disease becomes so severe, even you lose the eyebrows and the axilla hair and the groin hair, or hair on the hands and legs also get lost, and that condition is called as alopecia universalis. And third condition is very common, everyone go through the life at any stage of the life, is a telogen effluvium. Whenever you
Okay.
undergo any drastic changes, like any disease like typhoid, malaria, dengue, any febrile conditions, so after 3 months you start losing the hair. If you get the dengue today, it may not be you get the hair loss today, but maybe after 2 or 3 months you start severe hair loss, and you're really worried about it. But it is a base condition, because once you this condition, if you treat the dengue, typhoid or malaria or whatever febrile conditions, unknown, sometimes tuberculosis, and you just take the multivitamin and you will be back with full hair. This is called as telogen effluvium. This is because of the any acute event in the acute medical event or surgical event. Even you undergo any major surgeries, bypass surgery, liver surgery or abdominal surgery.
Perfect.
After
So
that, or
basically,
yeah.
body goes into a defense mechanism wherein the body tries to prevent, give nutrients to the essential organs. So it decides to bypass the hair. So our hair cycles go into a state of shock loss, and this can happen, as sir said rightly, after any major illness. So be it any major fever, malaria, dengue, typhoid, or I think even any surgeries, or probably even after pregnancy, sir.
Yeah, even after the pregnancy. During the pregnancy, because of the hormones, you get good hairs, but postpartum, immediately after the pregnancy, you lose hair like anything, because there is a suppression of hormones go down, and because of the breastfeeding, and because of the child is not sleeping, and you get lot of stress and hard work, and because of that, your body requirement of the vitamins goes very high. And then whenever it is like a tree, whenever the summer comes, all the leaves of the tree falls down. Similarly, whenever there is a stress in the body or extra requirement of the body, then the vitamins to the hair is stopped first, and that's
Okay.
why you lose the hair.
So the point is, these kind of hair fall are completely reversible. All we have to do is replenish the nutrients, what has been lost, and the hair will come back. So a lot of times we see a lot of patients coming in post pregnancy with a lot of hair fall, and that is when they get a little worried. Suddenly they're losing hair because they're used to seeing the nice hair during pregnancy, and it is a dual thing, because after the pregnancy the female is busy with the child, and also she goes into a state of trying to cut down her excess weight gain which she's got during pregnancy fat. So she tries to cut down her nutrition also, so which is a double blow to the female. So post pregnancy it is very essential to eat well, and that will help you replenish the lost hair
Yeah.
well, faster.
Yeah, then another most important cause is again the nutrition. In
Perfect.
India, around 70 to 80% females hair loss causes anemia. There is a loss of hemoglobin,
Iron
there is a loss
deficiency.
of
Okay.
iron deficiency. So the survey says that even from the good family also, the rural population, all are suffering. That's why in the pregnancy, majority of the females are iron deficiency anemia, and that's why they get the hair loss. So most common another cause is the nutritional. So in the eat the lot of variety of the foods again, which contains high content of the zinc. Another is a B complex deficiency. Even in the hair transplant or in hair transplant center, we do the vitamin D3 levels and vitamin B12 levels, and 70 to 90% of the patients are even from the rich family. they are getting the deficiency, severe deficiency of these vitamins. So again, the vitamin D3 deficiency causes the loss of absorption of the calcium. Calcium cannot be get absorbed because if there are vitamin D3 deficiency. If there is a vitamin B12 deficiency, then lot of nutrients from the GI tract, small intestine and large intestine cannot be get absorbed, and you get lot of deficiency of other vitamins also. So if there is a vitamin C deficiency or vitamin B12 deficiency or vitamin D3 deficiency or iron deficiency, again you get the hair loss.
Yeah, so vitamin D3 basically is an essential vitamin to help absorption of all the nutrients in the body. Also, it helps you by itself in better absorption of nutrients, and it also helps you in weight loss. So vitamin D3 is one of the essential vitamins. It is a very lifestyle and urban thing for us to get loss of these vitamins because of our erratic lifestyle habits. Sir,
Because
so
we are in the house, we are there never get the sunlight. Then we sit in the car and go to the clinics or go to the offices, and in the office also we never get the sunlight. And that's why in 10 years back nobody has heard about the vitamin D3 deficiency. Today, according to me, even 70 to 90% people might be vitamin D3 deficiency.
perfect. And sir, any role of any addictions?
Role of addictions is like lot of role, like smoking. Those people are smoking, lot of smoking. Because of the smoking, your hemoglobin oxygen reach to the tissues is decreased, and because of that, the oxygen and water is very essential for the working or functioning of the cells metabolism. And there is a decrease in the oxygen and increase in the carbon monoxide because of the smoking. And ultimately, smoking also causes the vasoconstriction, decreased blood supply to the hair, and that's why you get lot of hair. Those people are smoking. Most of the smoking people are lot of stress also, but because of the smoking also they get severe hair loss.
Sir, बिना smoking के भी stress होता है sir. So guys, one addiction which sir, as per sir, he says is detrimental to hair fall and hair thinning is nicotine and smoking, because it causes thinning of the blood vessels, so it decreases the nutrition intake to the roots, and which intake can cause increased hair loss and cause your roots to become more fragile faster. So if you want to be having good hair, the one addiction we should be off is definitely smoking. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, next cause is like diseases. Thyroid in the females. In India, out of 3 humans, 1 woman is having the thyroid, hypothyroidism. And once you get the any deficiency of any hormone, it imbalance the other hormones in the body, because the pituitary gland is a common gland for get secreted. Because of that, all the other hormones get disturbed, and then you get the hair loss. So in hyperthyroidism there is a thinning of the hair, but in hypothyroidism you get the severe hair fall. But best thing is in the hypothyroidism, if you start treatment, just it is a simple treatment. Thyroxine tablets are available depending upon your TSH level. They give 25, 75 or 1 gram, and within 2 to 3 months you get your hair fall back. So if you do, but most of the times what happens, you don't know that you are a hypothyroidism. So yearly you should at least do the thyroid checkup, or whenever you are getting increased weight gain, you are feeling very lethargic, you are not active, you don't want to do anything. That state if you comes, then you always do the testing of thyroid, and because you can prevent the lot of damage to the body, not only the hair.
So again, as per sir, having thyroid is not a problem if your thyroid levels are under control with medications or without medications. But if your thyroid is erratic, whether it is hyper, that is excess of TSH, or hypothyroid, which is low TSH, low thyroid levels, these two all are the extremes wherein you can have hair fall and hair loss. So people who blame their hair fall to thyroid is not right. You need to get your thyroid checked regularly, and if your thyroid is checked and it is under control, then thyroid cannot be a reason for your hair fall. So ideally, if you don't have thyroid, then checking it once in 6 months or once in 1 year should be good enough, and your physician is the best person to take care of your thyroid levels for that. All right. Sir, we have talked about diseases. Yes, sir.
Yeah, next common cause is again diabetes. And India is the capital of diabetics, and most of the diabetic patients, they get the diffuse hair loss. Why? Because the diabetes means there is high level of blood sugars, and because of the viscosity of the blood goes high, then it causes lot of inflammation around the hair follicle or in the skin. And this microinflammation leads to the lot of lymphocyte infiltrate around the hair follicle, and ultimately there is a lot of fibrosis and decreased blood supply ultimately, and end result is that decreased blood supply, and that also causes the hair loss. There are a lot of diseases, but at least this thyroid and diabetes, if you know, that is also more than enough for you.
Perfect. So even with thyroid, even with diabetes, if you are regularly exercising, that means you are making your diabetes level, sugar levels under control. That itself will help you get your diabetes under control and also increase absorption. Plus, exercise per se is a good solution to help the nutrients get absorbed better, and that will help your nutrition, whatever you're eating, reach the right places in the right quantity. So that many a times we feel we are eating the right stuff, but we are not. It's not. It is. We are still having hair fall. So we always
And
have a lot of
another most important cause in the females is the polycystic ovarian disease, very commonly seen in the females. How you know before doing the test if you are getting excessive hair loss on the scalp, and if you get unwanted hair on the face, if you are getting the pimples on the face, and if you are irregular menses, if you are getting these out of 4, any 2 or 3, then you are suspected candidate for polycystic ovarian disease. If you diagnose
PCOD,
it, PCOD, and if you diagnose it and you cannot prevent it or cannot cure it, but at least you can prevent the side effect of getting these PCODs.
Perfect. So excessive weight gain, lower face acne, letharginess, increased facial hair in females and male areas. These are very common symptoms of PCOD and irregular cycles, and which would warrant firstly a little bit of lifestyle modifications, and if still not better, then visiting your gynec, who should take it a little more systematically further. Sir, now that we